What's up, everybody? Alright, so today I'm gonna be talking about the kind of screws that all electricians, they're all gonna be using these. These are the basic 3 or 4 screws that you'll always run into. So we're gonna start with your outlets and switches. You know, any outlet, any switch, they're always gonna use the same kind of screw. It's a 632 screw. That means the size is a 6 and 32 is it's got 32 threads per inch. You know, a 1-inch screw is gonna have 32 threads. A 2-inch, double that, 64. That's pretty standard. Happens to be even the face plates, they use the same size screw, but they're usually, you know, a shorter length, and they have, you know, a nice white finish or something like that. That's pretty much it about those. Once you get to your fixtures, usually, you know, you have a round box in the ceiling. It might be an octagon sometimes if it's metal. To mount the fixture, it's a similar screw to your outlet and switches, but it's a little bit thicker. It's got the same thread count, but it's a little bit thicker, so that's gonna be an 832. So your 832 is for your fixtures. We're not talking about, you know, heavy fixtures or chandeliers or fans yet. We're gonna get to that next. So all fixtures, they're gonna mount with an 832 screw. Now we're going to talk about chandeliers and fans and anything heavy, you know, really anything over 35 pounds. You're going to have a box that's made for that. You know, these are some chandelier boxes, bar boxes. That's also same as the previous two, the 632 and 832. It's got 32 threads per inch of length, but this is a number 10. It's, you know, it's wider. It'll hold more weight. Sometimes once in a while, you know, you won't really run into it much, but there are cases where your fan box is going to take a 1024, which might not be easy to find the replacement screw for, but it's not that common. You know, the 1024 is the same width, but it's got 24 threads per inch instead of 32, so you won't be able to interchange them. The last screw we're going to talk about is a number 10 wood screw. This is you know, it's strong. It's a strong screw. You're gonna use it to screw in things into wood, you know, your chandelier box or your fan box. If it gets mounted with screws, which, you know, some of the bar boxes, they come with that, you want to use the ones they came with. That's, you know, it's a number 10 wood screw. They're really strong. They're rated, you know, for structural weight capacity. They're not gonna hold up a house, but they're gonna hold up at least a few hundred pounds of your chandelier weight or your fan weight. They usually come in about 1.25 inch length. Over here you see I got some regular 1-inch number 10s, you know, from a masonry anchor set. So they look a little different, but it's pretty much the same thing. It happens to be there 1 inch instead of 1.25 inches, so you probably want to use 1.25 inches where the manufacturer calls for that. But that's pretty much it. That's the basics. Ground screws also. The standard ground screw is the green screw. It's usually a 1032 also. On switches or outlets, they might be a little smaller, and sometimes the fixture will come with one that's a little bit smaller. But your generic ground screw is also a 1032. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Hope maybe you learned something. Alright, have a good day. Later.